Hey everyone, so get ready with me while I tell you about myself. Hi, my name is Sonara. If you don't know me, I have ankylosing spondylitis and systemic scleroderma. So that affects not only my skin, but all my internal organs as well. So my eyebrows are already done because I forgot to push record. And yeah. So I am actually disabled by the US government. I do not work. But I want to tell you more about my life before I was disabled. I had quite a few different jobs, lots and lots of different jobs. My first job ever was actually a referee for kids basketball, because I used to play basketball and soccer and softball. And it was a fun job. I mean, the parents were the absolute worst of it. I was 15. The kids were 5 to 7 years old. It's crazy how parents can be. I actually had to have a cop pull a parent out of the game before. He was not happy to have a 15-year-old standing up to him, that's for sure. I also worked at a Girl Scout camp for a really long time. I love that job. I started that when I was 14, 15 as well, during the summers. I mostly worked at a day camp, so I would work there, and the 8 weeks out of the summer, it was a great job. It's probably my all-time favorite job. I also worked at a sleepaway camp too, and I did that in Kentucky actually. So everything else has been in Massachusetts so far, but this was when I was older and we moved to Kentucky. I also had a lot of jobs while I was in college. I do have a bachelor's degree in management with a concentration in global logistics. And I love logistics. I never really wanted to work logistics, but it was one more class to get the minor. So I was just like, might as well, I'd take an elective anyways. And it was great. During college, I worked quite a few different jobs. I worked for the NCAA team at my college, the hockey team, that is. And that was a pretty good job. It was a lot of fun. Then I worked at the hospital that was right next to my college. I worked in the parking lot there, and that was super easy. Like, I worked it 3 days out of the week. Most of the time, it was usually one weekday and then every other weekend. And it was by myself in a parking booth for hours on end. So I was able to read, do my homework, get stuff done. It was a great college job, and it was great as a stepping stone for a later job. So I graduated college in 2009. But also in college, I also worked at Finish Line for a while, and that job was a job. It was good. Yeah, Sharon. And then I also worked for a AAA baseball team, and that was the day I learned I never want to work in baseball. But my favorite job during college was with the ACHA hockey team, our club team. That was wonderful. I traveled everywhere with them. We had so much fun. We did so many things together, and they had my back like crazy. I was on the bench every game because we didn't have an assistant coach, and this way I could also easily go grab what I needed. If somebody forgot something in the locker room or a paper needed to be turned in. And I worked with the school getting all their grades because they have to have a certain grade point average to be able to play on even a club team, and make sure they're not failing, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I did a lot of paperwork. I was at every single practice. I traveled everywhere. That is my all-time favorite job. I would do it again today. I would work in hockey so quickly if I had the opportunity. Even being disabled, like volunteer work, I would do it heartbeat. It was so much fun. But then I did that my senior year and actually the year after I graduated. But I also worked at the hospital. I started working in the medical records department because honestly, any job was a job at that point. Then I ended up moving to Kentucky. That is actually the end of working. I loved that job so much. So I loved working for camp and I loved working with the hockey team. The hospital, I loved the people that I worked with, but I did not like the job whatsoever. So those are all the jobs I had. I miss working at Girl Scout camp. It was so fun. Between that and the hockey team, I had so much fun at those jobs. There you go. So how you normally see me. I just threw on a little mascara, lip stain, and lip gloss, and apparently an Acheron. He's so funny and sweet. But yeah, if you have any questions at all about any of it, don't hesitate to ask. Rundown: love hockey, still love hockey, would do anything for hockey. Girl Scouts, also love Girl Scouts still. I had so many good years in them. Well, thank you for hanging out with me today and let me ramble at you while I got ready. And I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. And I will talk to you soon. I miss you. I love you. Bye.